Hello there. How is everybody doing? I'm here again to talk. I wonder how many of you know that rats are very dangerous creatures. Did you know? Um, when I was much younger, in my early 20s, I had a friend who was going to UA at the time, and she suddenly became unwell. Well, initially she didn't know that she was not well, but I looked at her one day and I said to her, "Why do your eyes look so yellow and your skin looks much darker?" And she said she's not sure, but she knows that she's been walking in the sun some more and that kind of thing. And maybe about a week after that, she got really sick and she was taken to the hospital, and she was there for maybe about 2 weeks. I went and visited with her and we spoke and stuff like that, and then she passed and they said it was leptospirosis. I'm telling you about this rat because I'm sitting at my desk, and you know when something, you see a little movement through the side of your eye, and I looked and I never saw anything. I looked again, but I didn't see anything, and I thought maybe I must have been mistaken. Anyways, one day I was sitting at my desk, and when I looked, I saw a mouse and I was in shock, and I'm thinking, where did this mouse come from? So when I went to the supermarket, I bought the little sticky traps. I bought a box. I think it has maybe four in there, and I placed them strategically. And I think it was the following day. I was at my desk again, and when I looked, I heard a little sound like a little flapping, and when I looked, I saw the mouse on the thing, and I said, "Oh, good, I got you." But by the time I'm saying that, no, another one run up to assist that little one that was on the trap to come off, and I was just waiting, and he got under, and the two of them were under struggling, and I just got them and fixed them and put them into a little bag and got rid of them. So that was that. I know that people are afraid of rats, but it has got to be more than just the fear of rats. They're dangerous. I remember my girlfriend and I, my bestie, we were supposed to be going someplace one day, and I'm waiting for her to come, and she can't come, and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting, and I called and I said, "What happened to you? Why are you not coming?" And she said, "There's a rat at the doorway." So I said, "Then why you don't get rid of the rat and come on?" The long and short of it was that the rat had died. I don't know if that cat killed it or whatever it is, but it was right in the doorway, and she wanted her husband to remove it, and he wouldn't remove it because he couldn't believe that she was stuck in the place and wouldn't come out because she cannot pass the dead rat. It was not alive. So I called him and I said, "She needs to come. You can't move the thing." Him say, "She needs to pass it." I don't know what happened, but she eventually came. And so that was that. I have another girlfriend who was in her kitchen. Now she has a morbid fear of rats. And she's in her kitchen cooking, and she saw a rat run across the floor, and she jumped up on a chair. And she spent the whole evening moving from one chair to the next in the kitchen cooking until her husband got home. She refused to come down off the two chairs. She just moving back and forth between the two chairs to do what she was doing in the kitchen. I thought it was hilarious. I couldn't believe it. And I'm saying, how is it that people can be afraid of these things that move so quickly? Rats and lizards and all of these things. I'm not afraid of those. But I'm saying that the rat is dangerous. I know that, I am afraid of the creepy crawlies, the little ones that tumble. I've told you before, they're slow and tumbly. Yeah. And some of them are slow and cold. You know the ones I'm talking about. So one night we were watching television, and I saw a man running. It was a black and white movie, and the man was running, and some men were running after him. And I just sat there and said to the teacher, I said, that man isn't going to get very far because his hands are bound, and he needs his hand to propel him, right? And by the time I said so, the man fell. Oh my goodness, why am I talking about this? And he got up. When he got up, he had a bunch of things on the side of his face. I said, Lord, look how he fell, and the bees going to bite him up. And the two children chimed out and said, Mommy, they're not bees. And I said, what are they? And they said, they're maggots. Well, you know what happened to me? I just started to scream. I couldn't help myself. I was screaming, screaming, screaming. And I started to hyperventilate. And they got so scared. And their father came to see what was happening. And nobody could do anything. I went into, I don't know if it's shock. So I called my cousin, who is a doctor, and told her what is happening. And she said, do you have a paper bag? Put her, let her breathe into a paper bag. And they got a paper bag and had me in there. And my daughter was there just like telling me how to breathe. And I breathe, mommy, breathe. And I almost passed out because I was so shocked and afraid when I thought that the things on the man's face, I couldn't handle it. Hello, this is a movie I'm watching, okay? Good. So now, I am sleeping, and I heard this incessant gnawing, 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 and I'm thinking, what is that? And I listened and I said to myself, but that sounds like a rat. And I'm thinking, where did this rat come from? But you know, where I live, the garbage kiln outside is near there, and you know, we have lots of food and stuff like that, so rats will go there. So they have made a hole underneath the thing, I think, and they get up in there to get food and stuff like that. So I like it nice and sunshiny, so I leave my door open. But I've discovered that if I leave the door open, they might be able to come in, so I close the door. But if I'm in the kitchen, I will leave the door open. So I'm wondering if at any point in time when I left the door open, a rat might have got in. I can't even tell if it's a rat or a mouse, meaning that if it's the small one. I don't know, but I heard that gnawing. And so I put something there because what I put there is a little pellet that they can eat, and it dries them out and you don't smell anything. So I don't know. When I heard the gnawing, I got up and I flung a foot on my slipper, but it missed. But then I didn't hear anything after that. I haven't seen anything, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I put the pellets there to see if they'll come and eat it. I'm telling you, because rats can give you a disease that can kill you. So you see, even though your things are nice and clean, if you're somebody who washes your dishes and you leave them in the drainer, whenever you're ready to use your things, wash them. I'm always in the habit of whatever I pull out of the drawer, it's just a habit with me. I pull it out of the drawer, I wash it. If it has been on the sink, in the drainer, I wash it. I do that because I would not have known that the mouse is in here. Who knows if it had run across or crawled on something, or maybe a cockroach or whatever it is. We just need to be careful. So I'm just telling you, rats are dangerous creatures, and sometimes you might not even know if they're there, and even if you know that they're there, you might not know what they have crawled over. So just ensure that whatever you have out and you're going to use it, just wash it. You know, God is amazing. I hear tell that God takes care of fools and children. When we were children, and like for instance, I'd go down to my father's field and we'd find a bunch of ripe bananas. Sometimes the rats found it before us and they might have eaten some, and we would just cut off the part that they might have eaten and we'd eat the rest of the bananas, and we'd go about our business joyously and everything, having a wonderful time, not thinking that we could have got something from there, having gone there and run over the thing and all of that. We never got sick. God is so good. He's so amazing. God just loves us and takes care of us. Yes, He takes care of fools and children. So look out for them, because what has been happening is that because the garbage is not being collected as often as it should, the garbage builds up in the kiln, and the rats find that there's lots of food for them, and so they congregate and do what they're doing. So look out, be careful, wash your stuff, and don't get sick from anything that rats have crawled over. Just thought I'd tell you so you are on the lookout. Alrighty, have a good one, rest well, and I'll see you soon. And remember, subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment if you will, because you might have had some experience with a rat or some other creature that just freaked you out. Let me know. We're sharing. Okay, bye.